What's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're on the hunt for a new 2-in-1 laptop this year, you're going to want to stick around for this one. This is the Lenovo Yoga 7 2-in-1 Gen 10, and it might just be the most versatile and AI-powered convertible we've seen in 2025. Lenovo's Yoga line has always been a strong contender in the 2-in-1 space, offering a great balance of performance, features and price. But with the new Gen 10, they've really upped the ante. We're talking next-gen processors with dedicated AI capabilities, stunning new display options and a refined design. But the big question is, does it all come together to create the perfect everyday convertible? Let's find out. Taking a look at the design, Lenovo have stuck with its tried and true formula, and that's not a bad thing. The all-metal chassis feels premium and robust with very little flex. The display lid has a slight flex, but it's nothing to worry about. It's available in both 14-inch and 16-inch sizes, so you can choose between portability and a larger canvas. The 360-degree hinge is as solid as ever, allowing you to smoothly transition between laptop, tent, stand, and tablet modes. One minor gripe is that the hinge is a little stiff or one-handed open, but that's a small price to pay for its stability in other modes. This review model is a nice seashell colour wrapped around the all-aluminium chassis. It's passed 21 military-grade tests to handle daily bumps, starting at 1.79 kilograms or 3.95 pounds. It's not the lightest 2-in-1, but don't forget this is the larger 16-inch model. Go for the 14-inch version if you will be travelling a lot with it. A quick word on the green credentials of the Yoga 2-in-1. 50% recycled aluminium alloy on the D cover, 90% PCC recycled plastic used in 65-watt adapter case, 50% PCC recycled plastic used in keyboard keycap, and 30% PCC recycled plastic used in battery pack. 100% FSC certified paper is used in the carton and manual. To open the bottom cover, undo the 7 screws. Carefully pry open to reveal the internals. The 16GB memory is soldered on and therefore not upgradable. There is one SSD storage slot, up to 1TB in the shorter M.2 2242 SSD length. The 70Wh battery is removable. Now let's talk about one of the standout features of the Gen 10, the display. The star of the show is undoubtedly the 2.8K OLED glass touchscreen panel. Other specs include anti-glare coating, HDR 600 True Black, Dolby Vision, and TUV low blue light certification. Color accuracy is rated at 100% DCI-P3. The colors are incredibly vibrant. Blacks are truly black, and with the 120Hz refresh rate, everything feels incredibly smooth. Whether you're watching movies, editing photos, gaming, or just scrolling through your social feed, this display is an absolute joy to look at. Brightness is rated at 1100 nits HDR peak. Even at 500 nits SDR standard, the panel has plenty for any lighting environment, even when working near a sunny window or Velux. There are also more standard IPS options available if you're looking to save a bit of cash. These are still very capable screens, but if you can spring for the OLED, I'll highly recommend it. It really elevates the entire user experience. The touchscreen supports 10-point multi-touch. It's very responsive and useful for scrolling through long websites or reports. And of course, being a 2-in-1, it supports an active pen. It's a great tool for digital artists, students, or anyone who likes to take handwritten notes. The Yoga 7 comes with a Lenovo Yoga pen in a lunar grey colour. The Yoga pen has tilt and pressure detection for smooth, precise control that adapts to every creative move you make. The pen is comfortable to hold at 76 grams with 2 customizable buttons and USB Type-C charging. Battery life is around 180 to 160 hours depending on usage. The 2 buttons can be customized using the Lenovo Pen Settings app. Using the pre-installed SmartNote app, writing with this pen is smooth and precise. Opening artwork on Photoshop, the pen glides over effortlessly over the glass surface with excellent feedback. On the left we have a HDMI 2.1, one USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-C 10 gigabits per second with USB Power Delivery 3.1 and DisplayPort 2.1 and a headphone microphone combo jack. On the right we have one USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type A 5 gigabits per second always on, one USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-C 10 gigabits per second with USB Power Delivery 3.1 and DisplayPort 1.4a, one micro SD card reader and the power button. The wireless card inside is a Wi-Fi 7 2x2 802.11be 116 MHz and Bluetooth 5.4 combo card. Testing the Wi-Fi coverage over 2 rooms, speeds were very good, naturally better with a Wi-Fi 7 access point. Bluetooth was excellent with an external mouse or speaker. Lenovo is known for its excellent keyboards, and the Yoga 7 Gen 10 is no exception. The keys have a decent amount of travel, 1.55mm to be precise, and a satisfyingly tactile feel, making for a comfortable typing experience. The anti-oil abrasion-resistant Yoga coating keeps keys smooth and clean throughout long hours of use. Small gripe, when the backlit light comes on, the keys are almost off-white on white fonts, making it difficult to see. The glass touchpad is also large, responsive and accurate. It supports Microsoft Precision drivers. The integrated mouse buttons are not too distracting during daily use. The Yoga 7 has 4 stereo speakers, 2x2 watts woofers and 2x2 watt tweeters, optimized with Dolby Atmos Smart Amplifier AMP. Speakers are located at the top and front beneath the chassis. With the Yoga range aimed as multimedia laptops, it's no surprise the speakers have very decent audio range with a touch of bass. Great in daily use with a Spotify playlist or watching catch-up TV or YouTube. Here are some audio samples. On top of the display is a 5-megapixel IR webcam with dual microphone and webcam privacy shutter. The 4-mic 3D array picks up your voice while reducing background noise for pro-level clarity during your Teams meetings. The webcam video quality is more than usable for daily use. There's plenty of detail, color accuracy and clarity in good lighting conditions. The NPU kept me in frame with seamless background replacement and does a decent job of my skin tones and background blur. Inside this review model is an AMD Ryzen AI 350 processor. The APU integrates 8 CPU cores, 4x Zen 5 with up to 5 GHz, and 4x Zen 5C with less cache and a maximum of 3.5 GHz. The integrated XDNA 2 MPU delivers up to 50 TOPS for accelerating various AI workloads, along with 16GB of LPDDR5X-7500 soldered on memory, and a 1TB SSD M.2 2242 PCIe Gen4 TLC storage. The Yoga 7 will handle most office productivity tasks, light to medium AI tasks, multimedia workflows like Adobe Photoshop, or light video editing on Premiere Pro. For our benchmark tests, we set the best performance mode in Windows and plugged the laptop into the mains during testing. With the Cinebench 2024 and Geekbench single CPU test, the AI 350 does very well against the competition, coming just below the top-tier processors. In multi-core benchmark results with Cinebench and Geekbench testing, the results are poor, falling towards the bottom of the pile in each test. 3D Mark Night Raid and TimeSpy show that the 860M iGPU is behind the Intel Arc 8 core and below the older AMD 780M. 3D Mark Still Nomad test shows that 860M is weak overall in a non-ray traced game-like workload. Finally, with PCMark 10, the AI 350 and 860M iGPU performs very well, only beaten by the top-tier processors. Here's a list of the benchmarking results for reference. The AMD Ryzen AI 350 is not too far behind its sibling in the AMD Ryzen AI 365 and the Intel Core i7-14650HX in general benchmark scores. Using the quick CPU tool plugged in balance mode idle, CPU temperature is around 42 Celsius. CPU clock speed is on average 1.88 GHz to 3 GHz and 4 watts CPU power with occasional bursts to 10 watts. The keyboard temperature is around 32.9 Celsius and the top vent temperature is 34.3 Celsius. Fan noise is less than 32 decibels, mostly quiet. With video playback balance mode, the AI 350 CPU temperature is 63 Celsius on average, warm to the touch. CPU clock speed is on average 2.2 GHz to 3.6 GHz and 16.5 watts CPU power. The fan stays quiet and the temperature at the vents is 41.5 Celsius and 36.5 Celsius at the center of the keyboard deck. Fan noise is constant at audible 46 decibels at most. Set to high performance plugged in running Blender benchmarking, the CPU is around 2.2 to 3.6 GHz. CPU temperature is around 70 Celsius. warm to the touch, and CPU power is constant at 17 watts. The fan kicks in at 45.7 decibels, constantly loud. Temperatures around the top vents are 43.6 Celsius and 40.3 Celsius at the center of the keyboard. In battery mode, balance mode video playback, the CPU power is 5 to 7 watts on average, clock speed is 1.5 to 2 GHz on average, and CPU temperature of 42 Celsius. The fans stay virtually silent with a low humming, and chassis temperatures hit 32.4 Celsius at most on the keyboard deck and 35.3 Celsius at the top vents. Same can be said with running the Blender benchmark tool under battery mode best performance. CPU power hits 15.5 watts, 2.6 to 3.2 GHz on the CPU cores, and CPU temperature on average of 75 Celsius. The fan stays constantly on at a loud 44.6 decibels, and temperatures are around 38.1 Celsius at the center of the keyboard deck and 42.6 Celsius by the top vents, very warm to the touch. Playing Helldiver 2, the center of the keyboard deck gets very toasty at 48 Celsius. The top vents are 54 Celsius. The fan noise is at 51 decibels, constantly loud. Here's a list of the target audience for the Lenovo Yoga 7 2-in-1 16 Gen 10. Business power users, creative creators, working from home, college university students, retired users. The AMD Radeon 860M iGPU is based on the RDNA 3.5 architecture launched in early 2025, 8 CUs running at up to 3000 MHz. Looking at general benchmarking scores, the 860M sits behind the dedicated NVIDIA RTX A500 and GeForce GTX 1650 GPUs. The 860M is good enough for 2024 titles running in low settings, therefore it's good for a spot of gaming now and again. Here are some gaming samples. The Yoga 7 2-in-1 16 is lacking in security features, as it's clearly aimed at consumers rather than business users. No fingerprint reader or Kensington security slot. There is a webcam privacy shutter to stop prying eyes, IR camera for Windows Hello facial recognition, and a Microsoft Pluton TPM 2.0 enabled security encryption chip. Battery life is always a major concern with thin and light laptops, and the Yoga 7 Gen 10 somewhat delivers. Thanks to the power-efficient new processors and a sizable battery, you can expect to get through a full day of typical use on a single charge. This makes it a reliable companion for work or school. In balance mode 40% brightness video playback, expect around 10 hours of battery life. In balance mode 40% brightness PC Mark 10 extended like a power user, expect around 5 hours. Included is a 65-watt USB-C slim wall-powered charger. Rapid Charge Express delivers 3 hours of power in just 15 minutes. The good, the bad, and the really bad. Gorgeous display. The star of the show is the brilliant OLED display panel, 16-inch, 120Hz, 2.8K resolution, HDR 600 true black, 500 nits brightness, and 100% DCI P3 color accuracy. Decent performance. The AMD Ryzen AI 7 350 APU doesn't shy away from single-core performance, doing very well compared to the competition. Where it falls is multi-core performance, losing ground to rivals. Pen support. The Yoga pen is comfortable to hold, decent battery life, and lovely to use whether you're taking notes or drawing in Photoshop. All-metal chassis. The all-aluminium chassis on the Yoga 7 is solid and robust, especially as it's a 2-in-1 where it will be knocked around when it's changed into different form factors. Sonic fidelity. The quad speakers deliver immersive and high-quality audio experience. It's wonderfully tuned by Dolby Atmos, giving a clear, engaging listening performance. It's well suited for a variety of uses. Soldered RAM. Unfortunately, in 2025, we expect from a fairly slim convertible to have soldered on memory. Just make sure you order a minimum of 16GB RAM, or even better, 32GB if your budget stretches to this. No USB-C 4. Shame that the Yoga 7 is aimed at multimedia content creators, yet doesn't have USB 4 or Thunderbolt 4 ports for rapid data transfer. While we're on the subject, a SD card reader would also be nice. Gets warm. During our extensive testing, we noticed the Yoga chassis gets warm when you tax it, whether you're running a local AI task on LM Studio or working on Premiere Pro. Even with a spot of gaming, the chassis is very warm to the touch. There's healthy competition in the 16-inch convertible laptop category. What are the alternatives to the Lenovo Yoga 7 2-in-1 16 Gen 10 laptop? In no particular order, here's some to consider. HP Envy 16-inch X360 16 AD 0003 NA. Dell Inspiron 16 7640 2-in-1. HP Spectra 16-inch X360 16 AA 0001 NA. Samsung Galaxy Book Pro 360 16-inch. LG Gram Pro 2-in-1 16-inch. Lenovo Yoga 7i 2-in-1 Gen 10 16-inch Intel. The Lenovo Yoga 7 2-in-1 Gen 10 16-inch AMD marks a significant step forward in the convertible laptop space, integrating AMD's latest AI-powered processors into a flexible and feature-rich design. This new generation model is tailored for users seeking a blend of performance, adaptability, and a premium multimedia experience. At its core, the Yoga 7 Gen 10 is powered by the new AMD Ryzen AI 300 series processors, which brings a dedicated neural processing unit NPU to the forefront. This enables a suite of AI-accelerated features, promising enhanced performance in creative tasks, improving power efficiency, and a more intuitive user experience. Visually, the laptop boasts a 16-inch display with a stunning 2.8K OLED screen, offering deep blacks, vibrant colors, and a smooth 120Hz refresh rate, making it an excellent choice for content creation and consumption. The 2-in-1 form factor, hallmark of the Yoga series, allows the device to be used in various modes, from a traditional laptop to a tablet, thanks to its 360-degree hinge. The Lenovo Yoga 7 2-in-1 Gen 10 is positioned as a compelling option for a wide range of users, from students and professionals who value its versatility for work and note-taking, to creative individuals who can leverage its powerful internals, excellent input, high audio quality, and gorgeous OLED display for their projects. So, is the Lenovo Yoga 7 2-in-1 Gen 10 the convertible to beat in 2025? I have to say, it makes a very strong case. It's an incredibly well-rounded package, and at £1,000 or $1,350 is very good value for money. That's it for my review of the Lenovo Yoga 7 2-in-1 Gen 10. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you planning or picking up one? And what are the thoughts on the new wave of AI PCs? As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.